So this one here is asking us to answer some questions about an angle if we're given that cosine of that angle is 3/5. So it starts to say by drawing a right triangle, place values on the sides so that cosine of theta equals 3/5. So right triangle looks like this. If I have this angle here, cosine is the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. Hopefully you understand that this is not to scale, but that's my general right triangle that is for A. For B, it says draw a unit circle, which easy enough. To clearly show the two possible positions of theta, or of our angle. Well, if cosine of theta is 3/5, cosine represents the x value on the unit circle. There are two spots on the circle that the x value is 3/5, the one on the top here and the one on the bottom. And so if I was to show the two different angles, I would show the first angle, which is in quadrant 1, and then the second angle, which is in quadrant 4. So there's really two possible answers on the unit circle here. And again, I'm not going to get into it, but you could also technically go around the circle infinite number of times. So there's really infinite answers for that angle, but I'm going to focus on the two that land between 0 theta and 2 pi. Okay, so next question says, hey, use the Pythagorean identity or right triangle to solve for all possible values of sine. I like the Pythagorean trig identity. Not everyone does, but that's okay. What I know about the identity is it's cosine squared plus sine squared is equal to 1. And since I was given cosine is 3/5, now I can just solve for sine of theta. So this becomes 9/25 plus sine squared theta equals 1. I subtract 9/25 from both sides, and I get 16/25 because I made this a common denominator and subtracted. And then I took the square root of both sides, which gives me, remember when I take the square root, I get two possible solutions, plus or minus. And so that is what represents these 2 points, right? My y value of positive 4/5 is up here. My y value of negative 4/5 is down here. That's why we get two solutions, because, again, we're taking the square root and getting two possible answers. Last one here is asking for us to solve for all possible values of tangent. Well, tangent is equal to sine over cosine. And now I have all my values for cosine and sine. And so when I do this, I'm going to put plus or minus 4/5. Just represent that I'm going to get two answers. And then my cosine was given to me, which is 3/5. So now I'm going to just multiply by the reciprocal, and my possible values for tangent are positive or negative 4/3. And that's, again, if you remember, just between 0 and 2 pi.